I am in nurse practitioner school. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Salinya for those who do not know. And in this video, y'all, we have a different video today. It is literally insane. I can't believe it. I feel like I already kind of mentioned it because I dropped a vlog before this. I didn't want to go another week without posting for y'all. So I actually had time to do this sit down video. And it is crazy. It's a little life update because life is insane. I cannot believe what is going on. It's just absolutely insane. But let's just get into it. Let's just talk about it. As you guys can see by the title, because I'm sure I'm going to title it this. But y'all, let me get this. Let me show you this. Hold on. I am in nurse practitioner school. Like, this is so insane. I'm about to put the sweater on right now. Let's put this on. Hold on. Okay, we have to put the sweater on. We have to put it on because, y'all, I am in nurse practitioner school. That is absolutely insanity. And I got a sweater from Etsy, of course, because that's just how I celebrate big things that are super important to me. But y'all, I'm not just in school to be a nurse practitioner. Like, I was trying to figure out what I actually wanted to do when it came to going back to school. And I decided to be a neonatal nurse practitioner. For y'all who have been following me for a while, you know I've only ever been a NICU nurse. Anytime I've been a registered nurse since I've graduated from my accelerated master's program. And I just really had the calling that it was time to go back to school. I will be a nurse for 5 years in February 1st, the beginning of Black History Month. Yeah, all of that. So it is currently October. I feel like today is the 7th or the 8th, one of that, something like that. So I am almost 5 years of being a NICU nurse. I have worked at a level 3, a level 4, a growing level 2, literally everything. And I just felt like that this was the time. Honestly, let me be also very, very transparent. Let's rewind. So I ended up having a bachelor's degree in something different than nursing. I ended up having a neuroscience degree with a double minor in biology and women and gender studies. Before I even finished that degree, I knew that I did not want to work in the lab. I thought I wanted to do the whole pre-med route, all of that. I'll probably do an updated video of like my nursing career. I have one from like years ago, like almost 5 years ago, somewhere on my channel, or maybe 4 years ago, something like that. But I knew that wasn't what I wanted to do. I didn't want to work with a lab. I'm a social person. I want to work with patients, didn't just want to do research. But at the time, neuroscience was the best fit for me. And then I ended up going to an accelerated master's program back in my home state, which is Wisconsin. And that was the only accelerated program that they had in my whole entire state that was a master's degree and not another bachelor's degree. I was like, I have sat here for 4 years of getting a bachelor's degree. I do not want to go right after this and go back and get a whole nother bachelor's degree. Nothing is wrong with that. I just personally wanted a degree that was just one step above. I'm like, if I'm going to go back to school again while all of my other friends are starting their career, I want to get one step ahead. So I ended up going to that program. That was 18 months. And I got my generalized master's in nursing. But after I did all of my clinical sites, all of that, I've only ever been in the NICU. And I just feel super duper blessed with this being my next step. It's very different than NICU bedside nursing, of course, as you know, and it's kind of cool because I kind of get a little in-depth experience of what nurse practitioners do in the neonatal NICU because I see it every single day. Like, the providers, I work with them, the nurse practitioner, I work with them, so now it's just like my level up, and it's absolutely crazy. I started my program about a month ago, so like back in September. I'm not gonna say what program or anything like that, but just know I started a program, and y'all, it is rigorous. When I did my last program, I was working like very, very part-time. I was still living at home, so I didn't have like any crazy bills then while I was in the program. And now I'm a full-fledged adult, 28 years old, and I have things to pay for. So I'm still working full-time at work for now. We'll see what happens towards the end of my program if I need to apply to be PRN, not PRN, heavens, I wish, but part-time, just to be able to go with all of the clinicals and all of that. But I feel super duper excited. I feel super duper blessed that this is my track and this is my experience because I literally enrolled into the program. I got accepted and things started moving so quickly. And I kept saying, oh, I have 7 months to school. I have 6 months to school. And then it started being like, no, girl, you got 2 days until you start school. So we're about a month deep. It's definitely really rigorous. I'm definitely learning a lot. There's a few classes that I were actually able to transfer over, so let's start with that. With me already having a master's degree in nursing, with my program, those credits expire after 5 years of you taking them. So it was kind of like if I wanted to go back to school at all for a further degree, this was the year to do it. Otherwise, next year, all of those classes that I've either already paid for, take student loans out for, however that is, and spent that time of learning, would not transfer over if I were to decide to do a different program later. So that kind of lit a little fire under my butt and kind of made me decide, like, girl, is this what you want to do? Is this what you want to go back to? So I feel good about it now. We'll see. I have a couple more years to go because I obviously just started, but I wanted to sit down and do an announcement of that I am in school. I'm very, very nervous. Let's talk about like excitement and then what I'm nervous for. I'm very nervous for clinicals because I know I'm gonna have level 2 clinicals, nursery, level 2, level 3, level 4 clinicals. And I think just having to switch my brain into a whole new role of the provider rather than the bedside nurse is gonna be something different. And I'm really nervous with balancing that with working 3 days a week, and depending on how many clinicals I need per semester, maybe working 3 days as a nurse practitioner student unpaid. That is just crazy. I'm just so big on like every minute I am in work, I want to get paid, but because I'm in school, that's just what it is. And I'm just gonna have to do my learning time during that. So hopefully I'm able to work it out with like other facilities that I've worked at in the past. Maybe I'm able to be able to go there for clinical, and my school, they really, really help you out with trying to match you with clinical sites that fit best for you. So that's really good. That was a big draw for me when it came to picking my program, was, are you gonna help me get clinicals, or am I gonna have to be out here begging on the street asking for, will you please let me be your preceptee? So, or orientee, I guess you could say. So I feel good. There's a lot of classes like advanced patho. I don't have to take advanced pharm, thank goodness. I got to skip like some informatics and I believe nurse theory, or maybe I do have to do informatics. 4 classes were able to get transferred over because that was the maximum amount I was able to do, and then the rest I have to actually take during my program. So my degree plan is a lot different than the other people in my cohort, their degree plan, because I have some classes that were able to be transferred. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus, because that also helps with tuition. And I'm really just trying to make the most of me trying to be back in school, back into the swing of things, working on saying no to things because I know I need to study. Literally after this today, I'm going to get a pedicure and I'm coming back here and I'm studying for my second exam. I've already taken my first exam for this class and I was really, really nervous about it because getting back in the swing of things of school can kind of be scary, and it was scary. I'm not gonna lie. With someone watching you take an exam because they're proctored like at home is absolutely insane, but I did it. If I did it the first one, I can do it how many ever exams that I have left. But I know that I need to work on creating some sort of balance in my life when it comes to my physical health. So still trying to be in the gym. I have not been in the gym as often or like as active as I have been in the past. And I'm not gonna say it's for school, it's just probably because of me. I need to work on my spiritual level of me going to church, praising God, finding time for praise and worship, devotionals. I need to do good mentally by making sure my mental health is top tier, taking time for me. I need to do well academic wise. I need to do good with my like relationships with my friends and my partner and my dog and like literally all that stuff, my mom, my family, all that type of stuff is super duper important. So I think these next couple of years trying to find a balance. Oh, and then how could I forget? Also like doing my hobby on the side that I really, really enjoy, which is here on YouTube. And I want to make sure that I'm able to balance it all. I feel like a lot of people think that I always have a lot on my plate, and I really, really do, but I think I kind of thrive from it, like being able to succeed. So hopefully I'm able to find a balance. Just want to put that out there. If like some week I miss posting or if I'm a little bit MIA, the books probably have me beat down. So just really keep that in mind. Hopefully give me some grace and y'all stay along for this journey, but it's going to be so fun. And I got to figure out how I want to like do some videos or like maybe some shorts of like week in the life of an NMP student and all of that type of stuff. I think that would just be cool, you guys seeing my day to day. Maybe not like in the hospital, but you know, like the before and the after, getting ready, all of that, which I think would be pretty cool. So I'm really excited to bring you guys along for the journey. I know I was probably rambling a lot, but I just wanted to say how excited I am for this new journey. Oh, I also wanted to show you, I had the Etsy lady, she put my name on it and she put NMP. So I put it on the right sleeve just because I want this to be motivation for me. I literally have it hung up on my closet for those days. I'm like, girl, do you even want to finish the program, or do you just want to stay with being bedside? Because don't get me wrong, I love being bedside. I love being a bedside NICU nurse. Like, I thrive. I love it, which is why it took me a while to figure out, like, do you actually want to go back when you're finally moving and grooving and feeling really confident in your specialty, and like people come to you asking you questions because of experience. I'm like, if you would have asked me February 1st in 2020, if that was to be the case, or 2021 I should say, because that was when I first started my first job, I would look at you crazy, because I needed a lot of assistance with not only being a new grad nurse, but a new grad nurse in the NICU, which is such a specialized unit. So I feel really great with my decision. I feel really great with me being only ever in the NICU and this being what I know. I do kind of feel like sometimes, which we'll probably also do a video on this, of like people deciding why did I want to go to be an NMP rather than an FNP or a PNP or anything like that. And I feel like we'll probably sit down and do a video for that. But just short answer for now on how I feel right now is the NICU is all that I've ever known, and I don't think that there's another specialty, at least as of now, that I would want to work with. We'll do another video talking about other nurse practitioners, like specialties that I think that I would like, because I did kind of wrangle through a few of trying to figure out what I actually wanted to, I guess, pick at the end, or solidify my choice at the end. And as of now, as of today, on October, I believe today is 7th in 2025, I feel very excited of me being a neonatal nurse practitioner. I know it's very niche-y. I know it's very specialized. I know that kind of limits when it's time for me to get a job at the end. But I just feel confident, and I feel like I have so much faith in God where he's going to put me exactly where he needs me to be. And if it wasn't in this route, then this wouldn't be the case. So I feel very thankful. I'm really prepared to do some hard work. I'm nervous to start to say no to things or to people that I want to do things with, because I am in school, but I'm just gonna remember that this is only a short period of time in my life, a couple of years, and then I'll get to be exactly where I wanna be having so much autonomy, just really being such a life changer, and I just can't wait. So hope you guys are enjoying this video. I hope that you guys will come along with me on this journey of me being a neonatal nurse practitioner student. And I will see you guys in the next video. This is a long chit chat yap session, but I'm glad y'all stayed to the end. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, watch other videos on my channel, because I do a lot of week in the life of a NICU nurse. I do apartment tours because that's honestly my specialty. I swear I would have been a realtor if I wasn't a nurse, because I like that stuff. And I also have other videos on my channel if you want to check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one, and have a wonderful, blessed week. Bye, beautiful.
But you got that deep for me, real love is deep for me. I'ma make you go